Hi guys, it's Miko Martinez, and in this video, I'm going to show you how we 20x this brand's organic traffic from 100 clicks per day to over 2,000 clicks per day by identifying their bottleneck. The funny thing about this project is that they used to pay another SEO agency $5,000 per month for those 100 clicks. So we essentially got 20x the results for much less. If you don't know who I am a Shopify SEO expert. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now. I've worked on over 200 projects and I've helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. So yeah, let's get to the video. So a little background on this project. This is actually not an e-com brand. This is not a Shopify store. This is a B2B business that does virtual and in-person experiences for other businesses. Basically, they provide that as a service. An interesting thing about this project is that they used to pay another SEO agency $5K per month. And they were getting 100 clicks per day. They were stuck at 100 clicks per day. Basically, what we did was figure out why that was the case and fix that issue. I'm going to show you exactly the steps we took to get them from being stuck at 100 clicks per day to over 2,200 clicks per day last month. Okay. So the first thing we did was we evaluated their situation, right? When it comes to SEO, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing, right? Every brand has a unique situation. So you need to come up with an SEO strategy that fits their unique situation. And in this brand's case, they already had a strong backlink profile. They've been active for years. So what they really need was just more content. You can't rank for keywords you never target. And that's the biggest problem, or that's the biggest mistake the last SEO agency was making. They were using a cookie cutter approach, which is usually the case with these large SEO agencies. They're building 30 backlinks per month, 4 blog posts a month. The problem with that is if the brand is like this, wherein you already have a strong backlink profile, but you need more blog posts, you're just publishing 4 blog posts a month that really won't move the needle, right? And you don't need to spend your resources on more backlinks if that's not the issue. So we identified the issue in this case, and it wasn't backlinks. It was that they needed more content, right? They already have the authority to rank for a lot of the relevant keywords that we identified. They just needed to publish content. And that's basically what the last SEO agency did wrong. They spent most of their resources, most of their budget on building more backlinks and just published like 4 blog posts a month. That's like the biggest issue here. So next, we built a topical map. So we basically uncovered or found every keyword or query we thought that they could rank for that was related to their offers. Obviously, you don't want to just publish like irrelevant content. You want to make sure that the content you publish will eventually lead to a conversion, right? And once we identified all these keywords, all these queries, we built a topical map and we started publishing at least 12 pages per month to show Google that they're the authority. These pages were blog posts or more service pages, right? And obviously, we internally linked these new pages to their core offering pages because obviously, this brand has existed for several years already. They already had their core offerings. We just needed to, juice them up with these new pages. And yeah, this is the result. You can see here, organic traffic went up as we published more pages, right? And the reason for this is twofold, right? These new pages are getting traffic. And number two, these new pages are showing the search engine that they're the authority through topical authority, right? If you want to show the search engine that you're the authority in an industry, it's not enough to answer one to a couple of questions. You need to answer every question a potential customer might have about your offering, your niche, your topic, right? That's how you show Google that you are the authority or expert in your industry, that by answering every single question a potential user might have, right? And then when it came to internal linking, obviously this is for Shopify stores, but it's the same concept when it comes to B2B or any business for that matter, right? The only difference is instead of a collection page, it's going to be your key pages, right? Like whatever your key page is, whether it's a service page or a product page. So whatever your key page is, that's the page that you want to basically focus your internal links to, right? Like all your blog posts will internally link to each other, but they all internally link to this main key page that you want to rank, right? So in this case, this was their service pages. Okay. Next. So we also optimized their existing pages. Obviously, a lot of their key pages already existed, right? The main service or offering page already existed. But we needed to update the titles to make sure that they're targeting the right keywords, and obviously the content to make sure the content was optimized for SEO, because a lot of these service pages were built considering driving paid ad traffic to them, social traffic to them, but they weren't written with SEO in mind. So we went over that content and optimized it for SEO. The best way to do that is simply to Google your target keyword and see what content is ranking. The search engine is already telling you what content it likes to see for a certain query or keyword, and you just have to follow suit. You want to look at what they're covering and cover it as well, but more comprehensively, more completely, and just answering the question in a better way, right? But at the very least, you need to cover exactly what your competitors are covering. Okay. And we improved internal linking for the existing pages. Okay. Next, we still built backlinks. We built fewer backlinks. We only built 5 backlinks per month compared to the last SEO agency that was building 30 backlinks per month. But we were building better backlinks. Number one, we were only building 5 backlinks, and that was very targeted backlinks. We made sure that these backlinks were quality, and we made sure we were sending these backlinks to the pages that actually needed them, right? So those were the key service pages and some of the high search volume blog posts that we think would juice up the rankings for their service pages, right? And obviously, in terms of backlink quality, I have a video on that. Just check my YouTube channel, and you can see how we basically vet the backlinks, because we only build quality backlinks. When it comes to backlinks, it's always quality over quantity. You can build 30 backlinks like the last SEO agency did, but if 25 of them are low quality, they're probably not going to be as good as building 5 with super high quality backlinks every month. Okay. And the last thing that made a huge difference for this brand was targeting seasonal keywords. So this brand makes most of its revenue in Q4. As I mentioned earlier, they're a B2B brand that does virtual and in-person experiences for other businesses. So Q4 is actually where they make most of their revenue. So we took advantage of this by finding these seasonal keywords that they could target and rank for in Q4. And we started doing this, in Q3. We already started planning, doing our keyword research and creating the content and even publishing all of these pieces before Q4. So by the time Q4 comes around, we're already ranking number 1 for all these keywords. And any competitors that wanted to target and rank for these keywords are already left behind. So as you can see, this is actually one of the URLs on this brand, right? And this one URL was averaging over 400 daily clicks in December because it has the word Christmas in it. That's one URL getting almost 500 clicks per day just because it's a seasonal keyword and it was getting close to Christmas. And this wasn't even when it was close to Christmas. This was in early December. So I imagine that this page just kept trending up as it got closer and closer to Christmas. And that's what helped really get this result here, right? This and other seasonal keywords, right? And, so why did this work? Because number one, we didn't waste their resources. They didn't need more cheap backlinks that the last SEO agency was building. And they had tons and tons of untapped keywords that they weren't even targeting because their last SEO agency was only publishing 4 blog posts a month, right? So what this meant was that they only needed a few high quality links plus lots of focused content to get a huge result like this, right? We went from 100 clicks per day to over 2,000 clicks per day with a smaller budget than their last SEO agency. because we've identified exactly where we need to use those resources, right? So that's the lesson here. The lesson here is that your SEO strategy must fit your brand's unique needs, right? You need to identify what your brand needs, and it's usually just backlinks or content. Do you need more backlinks? Do you need more content? Do you need a combination of both? And how will you split your resources between backlinks and content? Like, that's what you need to decide on when you start investing in SEO, right? Because you can't just mindlessly build like, okay, we're gonna build this much backlinks and publish this much content every month. No, it has to fit whatever the brand needs, right? So if you're going to invest in SEO, don't invest in a cookie cutter strategy. Don't invest in a one size fits all strategy. You want your SEO agency to show you, okay, these are the link gaps and these are the content gaps. To fill these gaps, we need to be building this many backlinks a month. We need to be publishing this much content every month. Okay. Not just that, oh, we're going to do this and this because that's what we typically do. That's why these SEO packages never work. Like SEO packages of, oh, 5 backlinks a month and 5 blog posts a month. They never work. Well, they can work, but they're not the best use of your resources, right? You need a SEO strategy tailored to fit the unique needs of your brand, right? You basically need to find what will move the needle and do that. And yeah, that's how we got this result from 100 to over 2,000 clicks per day, ranking for over 1,000 keywords now in the top 3. And they absolutely crushed it in Q4. Yeah, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. If you want us to handle the SEO for your brand, we typically work with Shopify brands, e-com brands. And if you're interested in us taking over the SEO of your brand, there is a link in the description to apply to work with us. If we are fit to work together, we'll hop on a call. And if you hop on a call, there's no obligation to work with us. So at the very least, you end up with a free SEO consultation. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening. Cheers.